Okay. We're live, Kav.
Oh,
We're
thanks for the
live.
heads up.
I I know,
It's all good. It's
but
all
we're
good. I'm,
live.
I'm happy. It's all good. I'm happy to be here. It's all right.
I know, right? Like it doesn't matter. We're ready for the camera at any time. Like it don't matter.
Anytime. As soon
It don't
that
matter.
that quick, I'm ready. So what's going
But
on?
yeah,
How are you?
not much. And I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Trying to make it work. Trying to
Right?
make life work. You know,
But before,
COVID, life, regular stuff. You're making
hold
it
on.
work.
Sorry. Let me just turn off my sound here. But let me say hi to our viewers. Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Chat About Toronto. I'm your girl, Miss Tess. I'm Miss Tess today, and today I have with me a wonderful gentleman, and I want to tell you what we are yet, but Mr. Kavah King, who is a plus size model, he's a blogger, and he is a photographer out of Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, right?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York. He's coming here to help me debunk some misconceptions about plus size men and women when it comes to dating. So we're gonna get into it because I have so much to talk about, and this conversation is gonna be as juicy as I am. So, anyways, Kava, I know you want to smile. I know that one hit. That one hit. Kava,
I'm
tell the
here.
people where. Before we get into it, tell the people, you want to tell them a little bit about yourself, or did I cover everything?
Yeah, you covered everything.
I
If
covered
I say
everything.
it's gonna sound like I'm bragging and stuff like that, like pompous, so I just, I'll let you tell it.
Right.
I'll let you tell
So I wanted to have you on the show today because I think it's always great to hear from a male's point of view because this show, as you know, it's three beautiful women. So I wanted to have you on the show because you and I share a commonality, and that is we're both plus size people. We know what it is to be big and sexy, right?
Mhm.
So this is gonna be a conversation about, just some things that people might think about plus size people when it comes to dating, and a little bit about our little, you know.
All right. So, first of all, thanks for having me on the show. Shout
Of
out to
course.
Toronto. I really appreciate your hospitality. And yeah, I'm ready to get into it. There's a lot of misconceptions about being a person of size, man or woman, and let's just get to it.
Get into it. All
Let's just get
right.
to it.
All right. So one of the first things I wanted to talk about, it's a very stale question, but one of the first things I want to ask you is why do you think a lot of people think plus size men or women are sloppy and lazy, and sometimes they think we smell? Why do you think that?
First of all, I think that's borderline offensive. Like, trying to say like
It is, but that's what a lot of
like,
people think.
I don't smell all the time. I mean, sometimes when I come back from the gym or riding, you may get a little odor, or whatever. But nonetheless, that's not a that's not a common thing. You know what I mean? I don't know why that perception is out there. I would just say media. You know what I mean? Because a lot of
Yeah.
times when you see a person that's of a certain size, they're like dumb, they're clumsy, they're sloppy. People take pity on them. You know what I mean? So all these things put together and packaged throughout the years that have formed a perception for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you look at somebody, it's like you don't have any life goals because you're of a certain size. You know what I mean? Like you don't have any worth about yourself because you look a certain kind of way. Like you're always eating and things of that nature. So I think it comes from like media, television, and stuff like that. Because a lot of times you see somebody that's big, male or female, somebody's always feeling sorry for them.
I
In the
know.
movie, it's like, oh, I'll go out with you. I'm not like them. My heart is pure. And it's like,
Right.
bro, like I've been big and I get busy, so it's like let's dead that, you know.
Let's talk about the get busy part. Let's talk about getting busy. But yeah, I think the media has a lot to do with it. Like they have this perception that plus size women are lazy or we feel sorry for ourselves, so we do a lot of emotional eating, and that's why we are the size that we are. And like we're not pulling men out here, but we are pulling men. I can
But
see for myself.
you know, that's not fair though, because emotional eating is real, because it's like every time that we, like when we celebrate, we
Yeah.
eat.
We eat,
Birthdays,
right?
we eat. Like
Right.
anniversaries, we eat.
Right.
Barbecues, we eat. We go on a date, we eat. So of course, when you're feeling down, you feeling low about yourself, what you gonna do?
Go eat.
You know what I'm trying to say? So that's not fair to us. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just
Right.
we want to feel a certain kind of way at certain times. You rather like do cocaine or something? Like relax. Like,
Right.
on,
Like exactly.
Leave me alone. You know? For real.
Okay. Do you think that plus size women are more clingy than straight size women?
Absolutely not.
Why do you say that?
Absolutely not. Because yes, my preference is plus, but I have dealt with women who aren't plus.
Yeah.
And I've had some interesting experiences on both sides. Like I'm not gonna, you know, I gotta be honest. I think it's the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the person. You know what I mean? I think it's what that person went through or what you were for that person and why they want to cling to you. I don't think it's fair to just put it on big people and say that all of us are clean. Like I'm never gonna get anything else in my life because I'm big. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I just want to hold on to this guy because I'm not gonna ever find like
you're the best woman I ever had in my life. You know what I mean? Don't go. Like, let's be honest. Like life goes on, bro. Like, relax. So I don't like that. Is that something that you heard a lot?
That plus size women are clingy. I think a lot of men might think that plus size women are clingy because we feel sorry for ourselves, or when we do find a man, we want to hold on to him as for dear life because we don't know if we're ever gonna get another one. But that is so not true, because that whole stereotype comes from the thinking that plus size women are not confident, and that is so far from this truth. Like not all plus size women have confidence issues.
Okay.
Like some of us,
the men that think that, to me, are predators. You know what I mean? They're predators because it's like they see it as a weakness, and that's how they want to attack it. So that's their angle. That's their angle for access. But I know a lot of guys, especially in New York and Philly, Jersey, that they're chubby chasers, as they say. That's all they do. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Your video went out.
Yeah, somebody's calling me from a Zoom. Oh shit! I'm gonna call you. Okay, so sorry about that. I turned my airplane mode on, but my FaceTime still came through, even though it's on Do Not Disturb. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I apologize, Toronto, because my phone is on airplane mode.
But hold on. I hope everything is good. Hold on, let me just double check. Oh, we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah, I think it's on my end. It was on my end.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying, like the whole thing is from thinking that plus size women are not confident, and not all plus size women have issues with their body. Like some of us do like the bodies that we're in. I mean, give or take we would want to probably lose a couple pounds here or there, but it's not like we want an entire makeover, you know, to change the way we look, because hopefully that will make us catch a man. No, so we don't want you feeling sorry for us, and that's why we don't have to be clingy. Another thing I wanted to ask you is, what are some insecurities that, if you're willing to share, that big guys have? What are some insecurities about big guys when it comes to dating?
Wow, insecurities that guys have when it comes to dating.
Big guys specifically.
Just that being big, like dressing up
Really?
sometimes. They're like dressing up because everyone doesn't like your stature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everybody
Yeah.
doesn't like your stature, and it's like I said before, if you're big, it's a reflection of your character. Sometimes they're like, oh, you don't care about yourself, you don't work out, you don't do X, Y, Z, the third. But sometimes it can just be genetic. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
So a lot
right.
of times, like I know personally, at one point in my life, it was clothes, dressing the part, like clothes, because all I wore were polo shirts and hoodies. That's
Yeah,
all I
wow.
had. I would
To
buy
cover
polo
up.
shirts in every color. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, every day of the week I had a polo shirt, like 3 buttons at the top, 4X, and I was good to go. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
guess it would say it was dressing, but then it comes to like, I don't, it will come into the other area of it. You know what I mean? What comes after dating? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
sex, right? But is that another topic, or am I jumping
Yeah,
forward?
we're gonna get into that. Don't
Oh, okay,
worry.
all right. So I want to ask you, what are some insecurities that women have, plus size women have when it comes to dating? I would like to know.
I think for me, I'll speak for myself. I try not to speak for why you getting on it?
I want to hear, you know.
I think for me it has nothing to do, well, let me just say, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago when I used to go out, I would be conscious of how I looked beside my friends because I was always the bigger girl, and like how I would look in my outfits. Am I attractive? Is my back fat hanging out? My stomach is hanging. Like those are the things I would be worried about. I would seem unattractive to like other to guys. And then now, like those are the things that I like about myself. Like I like that my belly protrudes in my jeans. I like that my arms are big. I'm not worried about those things anymore. But I think for a lot of women, their insecurity is more about like what they think other people don't like about them. So yeah, I think
It's crazy because it's like a lot of years. I felt like a lot of years of my life, I was in someone else's head, like worrying about
right,
what they thought instead of just being the best copper that I could be. You,
right.
you understand? So now I'm in a different space. Now it's like what you see is what you get. You know,
That
if you don't listen, if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else, and I'm okay with that. Like
that's where I'm
you,
at too.
like if you don't like me, it doesn't take anything from me. If I'm not your cup of tea, it doesn't take anything from me. I'm still a shit. Like,
Don't worry, you are
yeah,
my cup of tea. You're
talk
my
to
cup
me
of
nice. Talk to me nice. Yeah. That's what's up. I mean, but that's what it comes down to. That's
yeah.
how I feel about it. It's like if you don't like it, too bad. Like it's what it is. Somebody gonna like it. I'll find that something. We can rock out. Like I'm not gonna spend my life worrying about someone who doesn't care about me. Like why am I gonna pour into someone who isn't pouring into me?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Like no, I'm
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Um, Before I continue, let me just get into some of these comments and just say hello to everybody who's watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for blowing up our comments. Um, okay, Ashley was saying that she was agreeing with you about the stereotype about plus size men and how the media portrays plus size people in general. And she said it is a stereotype. Charlene is here. Hey, Charlene. She said it's real. She talked about food culture, like, talking about how we eat for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Cam, one of our viewers, she said that she's never heard about plus size people being clingy, which is very interesting. But I think it is a thing. Like some guys do, especially plus size women, some guys do think that plus size women are more clingy than slender girls, which is definitely not true. Um, I want to ask, so you did talk about preferring plus size, but
Mm-hmm.
you're open, right?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, yeah, like that's my preference. But if something came along and it fit, then it fit. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
But that's
So
my preference is plus though. I'm not gonna lie.
so is it true that it's a lot more comfortable when it gets to that time when it's time for sex? Like it's more comfortable when it's a plus size woman because she's softer, or it doesn't matter to you.
let's be honest. All right, let's be honest. And I don't
Please.
want to sound disrespectful. The only difference is more skin.
True.
So whereas I may have to move a little more to get in, you know what I'm trying to say? Like you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta angle and position, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, like I've heard stories, my friends tell me, like one guy, she told me she was with dude and he was just going in, but he was like in her thigh. You know? Like he was humping her leg, and I'm like, bro, like I felt bad. I didn't know the man. My friend is, and I felt bad for dude, like, yo, bro, like it needs to have a class. I think another thing too is like, but just because she's a plus woman doesn't mean you got to be like trying and take her head. You know what I mean? Like, relax, right, bro. Like, easy, my guy. Like, easy. Like, relax, bro. It's not the Olympics. You feel me? Like, just smooth into
like teach them out here. Yeah, it's serious. Like a lot of guys think that you have to go harder because she has a lot more body.
Yeah, they think they in a heavyweight boxing match, bro. Like, relax, man. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's just more skin. You got to angle it. Like, you know, that's just it's what it is. Because it's in and out, up, down, regardless of your size.
True.
You got to make it fit when it's like, cause I'm a bigger guy. Like, for instance, I'm 324. Like, sometimes people don't, they be like, get off me. And not cause I'm heavy. I'm a heavy man. I'm like, oh, going in. It's like, stop, bro. Time out. Like, stop. I can't breathe, bro. You're a big guy. Like, you feel me? So it's just real. Like, and I'm being honest. You know what I mean? So
you're out here pressing out people?
Huh?
You're out here pressing out people?
I mean, sometimes you be in the mood and they gotta check. They give you the hand, like, chill. Like, oh shit.
Like, relax. Get off me.
Sir. You know? So that's what it is.
You know what, for me, I think well, I don't know what it's like. So I've just heard that guys say it's just more, plus size women carry a lot more warmth, especially like between our thighs, we're warmer, and the body's softer.
See, why don't men give a better description? Like,
okay, well, you give me a better description.
Listen, you know why I do? Because the thighs are thicker, the butts are bigger, and the breasts are bigger. That's just the honest truth. Why can't you just be honest and say that? It's warmer, it's softer. Like, stop the bullshit. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it. Like, no one is jacking that shit. Like, stop it. Stop, bro. Just be honest. I like when they put their thigh on you and it's like all in your stomach, like they cover your whole midsection. That shit is fire. Are you serious? Be honest and say that. Not like, oh, it's because she's soft and warm. Get the fuck out of here. Whatever. I don't subscribe to that. I think that's bull, personally.
Right.
Be honest. Like this, if you analyzing it, looking to see why you like it.
Right.
Some guys like the fupa. They like to say that. I like that shit. There's nothing wrong with saying, like, we at the stage in America or in the world, that you can say what you like and you shouldn't be ridiculed for it. So if you like a big gut, then say you like a big gut. What's the problem?
What about, but just like we were talking about earlier about how the media portrays plus size women, it's hard. I can imagine that it could be hard for a man to say, yo, I like a fupa. I like when a woman has an extra stomach. Like,
it takes courage because it's not the norm. But a lot of men will tackle that. A lot of men will give it a shot. They will. They won't say it publicly, but they'll give it a shot. It's just some people are honest. Like, yo, here's what I like this. I like a thicker woman. I'm a big guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keeping it funky. Like, I don't gotta make up no story like, oh, the thighs are warmer. Anybody, you could put your hand in anybody's thighs and their clothes it is warm.
Right.
We are the same body, around the same body temperature.
But I mean,
are you serious?
But I mean, if there's extra skin, then it's probably going to be a little bit warmer on a plus size one, right?
Okay, if that's the case, well, we all the same body temperature, 98.6 degrees. It isn't very much than that. Or I mean,
Right.
y'all say Celsius. I'm sorry, whatever it is, I don't know. But it's, come on, bro. Like, be real.
Shard asks, why can't people like what they like without providing an explanation? Like, why nobody questions why you like tall, dark, and handsome? So why is it that men feel like they have to justify liking a big woman?
Because we get attacked. Like, how many times have I know I was with one young lady, and one of my friends who's not plus was like, "You gonna fuck with that fat bitch?" Like,
Wow.
it's already a judgment on me. So I feel like I gotta get defensive. But she's right. Nobody else is like, oh, why you mess with the guy with the locks, or why you like the slim guy with the abs? There's no definition. There's no description. You don't gotta justify it.
Yeah.
For us, it seems like we got to, because we get attacked, especially because I feel like a lot of women who are smaller, they feel like they have something up on a woman that's bigger.
Which is so false.
You should like me because I'm smaller, not because she's bigger. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the justification comes in, you know?
I know for myself, like I like when men are bigger, because I like, if I'm sitting on your lap, I want to feel two nice strong thighs underneath me. Like, I don't want to be, I try not to body shame nobody, because everybody's body is beautiful. But for me, I prefer to have a little body. I want to feel some weight on top of me. So
and you're entitled to it.
Exactly.
You're entitled to like what you like. Like, you shouldn't be ashamed because of that. Like, I know back in the days I was, and one guy told me, he said, I can't imagine two fat people fucking. And I'm like,
I've heard that before. I've heard that.
Like,
Yo, I've heard that.
What do you mean? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like,
I've heard that one.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, excuse you. Like, I'm taking offense. Like, you talking about me and the lady I'm with? Like, what are we doing here? So,
well, I think you know what? People who say that, I think they just don't have the skills. Just like you say, you have to angle it. Sometimes as women too, we have to angle it. I have bad knees, so I can't get into certain positions, but I still have to angle myself to make sure I'm not doing missionary the whole time. So if you are talking about, oh, well, we can't get it in because we're big, you just don't have the skills. You just don't know how to angle it.
You didn't try.
You didn't
want to try. You didn't want to try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You didn't want to try. So that's just the reality of it. That's the reality of it.
Tasha says she wants a big guy to come manage her. Okay. All right.
So I know some people.
Ashley said that she prefers body too. She don't want no skinny minis. I don't blame you. I like to feel body. I like to feel.
Yeah.
I like when you have a nice big man with big hands and he wraps his arms around you, like,
I don't know how that feels, but I'm pretty sure if you like it, you like it. It's cool.
It feels like when a thick thigh woman wraps her thighs around you.
Oh yeah, when she put that one thigh on your stomach. Oh
yeah,
man, that shit so crazy.
That's what it feels like.
Okay, okay.
So what do we say to the people who think that, just like they think we don't have sex, what about the people who think we can't get freaky too? Like, we can't get
okay, so I gotta ask, what is freaky? Because freaky is like a scale. What I may consider regular, someone may consider freaky. And what I may consider freaky, somebody may be like, well, that's regular. So
okay, what do you consider freaky? You tell me what you consider freaky.
Freaky, like something I would do or something I won't do. What do you mean?
Something you would do.
Oh, you might as well ask me what I won't do.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, all right. Okay. So what?
No, okay. So I think that it depends on the people. If you're comfortable with yourself, right? Like,
yeah.
Especially the most, and it's gonna sound crazy what I'm about to say, but the more spiritually in tune you are, the more you explore in that realm.
Yeah, true.
It sounds crazy, right?
But it's true.
When you praying and meditating, you're exploring because you're more at peace with yourself.
Yeah.
So I think that people who are plus that are on that type of time, they're more willing to explore certain things and try different things than other people who don't move in that way.
Yeah.
That's my humble opinion.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with how comfortable you are with your body and just accepting the things that people would deem as flaws. Like you just making it work for you.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like what somebody may consider a flaw in you, somebody else may love that about you.
Right.
So it all depends on you, like how you navigate, what you're comfortable, what you want to change in your life. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
things in your body, like you said before, the little things that you may want to change in your body.
Right.
You know?
I think well, you answered the question because for me, if I'm comfortable with you, it's not about me being comfortable with myself. It's now about how comfortable I am with the person. Because if I'm not comfortable, you're not gonna get the freaky side of me. But if I'm
Okay.
comfortable,
Okay. I have a question. Now I know this doesn't apply to all plus women, but curvy women, whatever.
right?
But why is it that women want to turn off the lights when it's time? Like first of all, I'm very observant in a woman's body. Like I watch women, that's what I do. Like I like women, that's what I do. Like, not in a freaky way, but you could see, like if you look at a woman, you could see what she's insecure about,
Right.
how she stands, her posture, and stuff like that. You could assess, so you already know what she's more comfortable with and what she's not. So why, if that's the case and you're with somebody, what's the big deal about turning off the lights when it's time?
Okay, so I'll tell you what my past self used to do because now I don't care whether the lights are on or off.
Okay.
But in the past, I was more conscious about what my body looks like while he was inside of me, like thrusting, everything starts to move and that belly starts to jiggle.
The whole
Yeah. There's a lot of waving going on. Boop.
The stomach, the breast move and come
back. Go that way.
Like,
yeah, exactly. I know for me, that's why I wanted the lights off because I feel like it was easier for the person to feel it rather than to see it. I thought it would have been a turn off. Now,
I hear you.
It's emotion in the ocean, baby. It's a part of the experience. Like,
okay.
You better hold on tight because everything is going to start moving.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's about just being comfortable about what you look like while you're being physical.
Okay.
Because as I said,
because I get it. For me, it's like if the lights is off, it's a little more comforting for me because I make faces, and I don't.
Yo, our comments are going
you
up.
Looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nobody don't see that because then I know. I'm gonna hit the jokes later, and I'm like, I don't need no jokes about this. You know what I'm saying? So
but it's okay if the jokes are between us. It could be an inside joke.
Oh, for sure. As it should be. As it should be.
You don't want her to be telling her friends like, girl, when he was it last night, he was making some faces.
I think most women have that one person that they tell everything to.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So
let me just read a couple of these comments.
Next subject.
No, I want to go into these comments. Charlene says, "Team bad knees, but we got some tricks in our bag." Yeah, girl, we girl. Miss Aziz Denise, who was on our last episode, she said she needs to feel the weight on her too. I feel you, girl. Tasha said more times you have to have the length to deal with a big woman because you have to have the extra length or the clearance, especially during back shots. Kavah, come on, you know.
All right, okay, let's keep it funky, right? Every woman's cavity is not the same.
Right.
But I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. If you spread it, you could get in.
Okay, but what if her ass is really fat? Like real, how...
Look at my hand.
So you lifted and spread?
That's all you gotta fucking do.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like if you haven't had experience in that area, then you wouldn't really know.
True. So the length has nothing to do with it.
I mean, I can't say that. I mean, I'm not the longest runner in the race, so I don't know. I can't. I can't speak to that. I don't know. I haven't measured myself, but this is what it is, you know. But yeah, I haven't got any complaints, thank God, you know. But you just gotta learn how to navigate. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what it is. Because the cavity open when when y'all have babies, but if you want to get in, there's a will, there's a way. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God. Oh my God, the comments are just going. Ashley said she wanted you to explore the spirituality and the sexual exploration that you touched on. How,
Talk about
more spiritual.
Oh, now because it's like all right, it's because you're at peace with yourself.
Right.
Yeah, the more you have peace in yourself, the more confident you are, and not only in that aspect of life, but I mean, as far as your job, as far as your family, your health, you're just more comfortable. And once you're planted, your roots could spread even further. And that's not in just necessarily in the aspect of the bedroom, but also in like if you want to try a new venture, you know what I mean, like a new startup or whatever that you're trying, or you trying to a diet, or you want to write a screenplay, or it spreads into all of that. The more centered that you are, the more centered that you are, the more your roots spread, and you be good.
Would you say that a lot of that also comes with experience? Yeah, right.
Yeah, because you have to go through the pain before you grow. It's like push-ups. Like for you to do push-ups, you have to go through that pain before you see the results.
Yeah.
So it's experience. You know what I mean?
Right. Anna said she disagree. Anna, what do you disagree with? She said that she totally disagree. I don't know what she was disagreeing about.
Okay. Well, she's Anna. You entitled to it, love. You definitely entitled to disagree. It's fine.
Bright Future One says taking the lights off is a whole mood. Use the TV lights instead. I mean,
I don't like the TV on because I'll be watching, ESPN, and I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I'd rather give my undivided attention to the
So wait a second. So you could be deep in it and get distracted by ESPN?
No, I said I'll watch it.
Yeah, but what if while you're watching a game, she comes over and just like sits on top of you and it's like, let's.
It depends on my mood, because first of all, if your show is on, I'm not gonna have the same access to you.
That's not true, but okay.
Okay, let me say this. In my experience.
Okay.
Like, what's the show a lot like Grey's Anatomy be on? I'll be like, what's up? You cannot talk to me right now. I've experienced. This is my experience. Like I've been through this. So at some point I'm maybe say, yo, I need sound because I'm watching this. But I've been in situations where LeBron was going off in the fourth quarter, and so was I. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, why not? Why not? I can respect that.
I'm being honest. Like, especially because like the TV right there, I could be like,
Seriously?
And it's I'm good.
Seriously.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. And I'm pretty sure it happens with women too. The man think he going off and doing all types of crazy stuff. And she's like, damn, I gotta wash under my refrigerator. Shit. Like the most random stuff popping into your mind. And I get it. It's just life. It happens.
I feel like if you're well, that's true. Because it has happened to me before where my mind goes somewhere else. That means it's not good. That means I'm not focused.
No, that's not fair to say, because I feel like I know it's not the same thing, but it's just how your mind works. Like your mind is like when you see one thing, it leads to another, leads to another, leads to another thing, leads to another thing. So I know I've been there. I've been there plenty of times. It happens, and women have been there too. That's why it takes a longer time for y'all to reach a point than it does for men. Because
Right.
y'all all gotta be in line.
Right.
You know what I mean?
TV. He said the TV at least has to be on mute, which I agree with. I agree. So Ashley agrees with you. She said, "Do not talk to her during Criminal Minds." So she totally agrees with you.
See what I'm saying?
What Anna was disagreeing with is that the spreading of the cheeks and lifting it up for the guy to reach, because even if he does that, if he doesn't have any length at all, it's not gonna reach.
What I said was that I can't speak to that. I did say that. I can only speak to my experience and what I can do. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I can't speak to that. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, some guys, like, even if they do that, like, even if they're right on you, it still can't reach. Like, still can't reach. So
Next subject.
okay. I wanted to ask kind of a controversial question. So
Uh-oh.
as a very masculine, very strong black man, right? With your locks and your dark skin and your very strong afro features, do you ever feel like you are fetishized by women, any type of woman?
What does fetish mean?
Like, you know, they only wanted to get a piece of you. Like, they literally only want you.
I'm not, okay, just be honest.
Yeah.
I can speak to my experience of there's an expectation for me.
Okay.
Like, the expectation for me is to pound it up, beat you up, throw you in the air. You know what I'm saying? Do the baby boy in the kitchen with the mother hopping around. Like, that type of thing has been an expectation placed on me. I'm not gonna lie. I will admit that.
Not
You know
baby boy. I'm so done with
you. You know, he was jumping around like, boom.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the expectation. But I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if that's a fetish. I'm not really educated on that word, but I will say that there's a expectation for me to be just go hard mandingo on stuff. You know what I mean? Like, go wild, dog walk somebody's daughter. Like, that's just an expectation.
Right.
You know?
Do you feel worried about that? Like, when it comes time, like, let's say you meet a girl and you're feeling her, like, are you worried about that before you guys get physical?
No, because the thing about being physical is, for me, is that it varies. Like, the first couple times, it's like this. It's like you feeling each other out. You know what I mean? So when me, I have an open mind and I don't express certain things until my likes and dislikes till later. You know what I mean? Or if it's in the moment,
Right.
whatever the case is. But I do think that if you know someone and y'all already have a bill and y'all don't have to communicate and it just flows, oh, that shit is magic. Anyway,
True.
but I don't feel any pressure on that. So I got to ask you a question. So I want to ask you the same thing. Do you feel like because you're plus that a lot of guys expect you to be like, for lack of a better term, BBW vixen and shit, like when it's time to be intimate?
I think a lot of guys think that if they like, it's impossible for me to have sex without feelings. But I think they do that a lot with a lot of women. But I feel a lot with plus size women, it's just like, oh my God, if I have sex with her, kind of like the same clingy type of vibe where if I have sex with her, then she gonna get hooked to me, or she gonna fall in love with me, or that kind of thing. Like, as a plus size woman, we are not confident enough in ourselves to own our sexuality to the point where we could fuck you and forget you. Mm-hmm. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm listening to you talk. That's all I'm doing. I'm just listening.
But I'm serious, like, it happens. I don't feel like there's any expectation on me, like, sexually, but it's like after it happens, it's just like, well, why didn't she call me? Why didn't she text me back? You know what I mean? I feel like if a straight size woman does that to them, they're okay. But if a plus size woman does it, it's just like,
I'm gonna say this straight up. If in most cases, guys do that if it's dope. If the pussy's dope, like I'm gonna call back. Like I'm gonna be the clingy one. I'm gonna be the one to be like, hey, what are you doing Thursday? I have to work. What about after work? You know, like it's gonna be that type of situation. But as far as the expectation to be clingy, I can't speak to that because that's not me. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
what you've experienced. So I can't say that it's not true or anything like that. I'm just saying my experience is that if it's dope, he's gonna call back. He's gonna be
Right.
the clingy. He's gonna be the clingy one. He's gonna be looking himself in the mirror like, damn, don't call her, bro. I'm gonna just act like I'm busy because I don't want her to feel like I'm sweating her. That's just it's really what it is. It's
I
really
feel
what
like that's you because you're not like that. But I think, well, from what I've heard, a lot of guys think that if a plus size woman curves them, especially after they have been physical with her, it's just like an ultimate disrespect. It's like a
but
shot to
but
their ego.
but because then they had an expectation in their mind if it's a shot to their ego. If you look at her as a woman and be like, well, maybe my dick game was trash that night. Maybe my dick game was trash. You know what I'm trying to say? Once you start really having conversations with yourself, you'll be like, oh, all right, cool. You know what? I'm gonna just take this L. I'm gonna take this
Right.
loss.
Right.
If you have a preconceived notion like, well, she not getting no dick anyway because she fat, then of course you're gonna have that type of attitude towards her. Like, why she not coming back? She ain't getting no dick anywhere else. Like, come
Right.
on, bro, that's crazy. To me, that's nutty, personally.
um, what are some of your turnoffs? Like, what are some of the things that you would say really turns you off?
Hygiene.
I feel like that's basic though, Kyle. I feel like
You feel like it's basic as a what I'm telling you as a man, the things that I've experienced is not basic. All right? I'm being honest. You asked me. I'm being honest. Our bad hygiene is definitely one. Moral compass. Like if it's no like
yeah,
I don't like that you could treat me a certain way and if I reciprocate the same type of treatment, you're angry. Because what you're telling me
right,
indirectly that what you did to what you're treating me like shit and mad I found out about it and I'm standing on it. You know what I mean? Or
right,
I'm giving it back to you and you're mad. So that's another thing. Another thing, and I don't mean I wouldn't say lack of confidence because we all go through stages of self doubt as regardless of who you are as a person. So
right,
people say, I like plus women with confidence, but the reality of it is that we all go through phases where our confidence drops.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But I do want somebody to be a little comfortable. You know what I'm trying to say? So those are a few things. What a turn offs for you? That's a good
Uh,
question.
wait, 1 second. Junior Dima says cracked ashy heels. Like you don't like when a woman's foot is dry. So yeah, I know you like when nice feet are in heels. I know
I
that
like
about
okay.
you.
I like because I mean it's gonna sound crazy, but the woman in my life, they set high standards. You know what I'm trying to
Right,
say? Like my mother, she like if she saw a woman sit on the curb, she would like, oh no, she'll start flipping. So there's
right,
certain things, and I use that as an example because there's certain things like that I see that are turn-offs because of my mother, my sisters, my aunts. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
I'm already weird, but I like feminine women. I like dainty women. Like
right.
I want a woman I want to hold the door open for you. I'm gonna want to carry your stuff. I'm gonna want to do these things for you. Not like all of that. I got time for that shit. And
But
I'm
it's
not saying,
okay if she has
and
some
I'm not.
masculine energy too.
Well, if they could find somebody they could find somebody that likes the masculine energy. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like a woman's power is her femininity. Like, why is that? Why does she have to be masculine? I'm gonna tell you something. If we were dealing and you started yelling at me to get a point across, I would ignore you. I would not listen to you. But if you spoke to me how women speak to you, like, oh baby, la 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 la, I'm gonna be more receptive to how you spoke to me the second time than the first time.
Right.
That's just me. That's just me. Everybody got their
Um.
something, but that's just me.
Oh Lord Jesus. Tasha wants to know when do we take that picture, Kava?
Who?
We knew that question was coming. When did we take
Hello?
that picture?
Hello? The thing is, Zoom is breaking up. We took it yesterday.
We took that picture has caused a lot of heat. I think it's a lot because of the chemistry in the picture. I think we have a lot of chemistry, and I'm not going to deny that. Like, you're a dope person, and I'm even more dope. So I understand. Like, I understand, right? But that picture was taken almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was taken 2 years ago in Atlanta.
Right.
Right.
And Kavah was up behind me, holding on to me, wanted to be as close as possible, up in my ear.
I think it's interesting how the story changes after these years.
So you tell the story. How did we end up taking that picture?
Because we were recreating a Calvin Klein ad.
Right.
Right. And
So,
Tess, she said, I can act like I know her. So I felt more comfortable after that. And she was like, touch me here, move here. And I was like, cool. She was the
wow. Kavah, you don't remember how you were pulling, like you were like get closer. Like, remember how I was shy? Remember how shy and scared I was? And you were like,
you didn't seem that shy or scared the way you was
shy.
directing, or we should do this, we should do that. I don't remember that.
I was shy. And you're like, come closer to me. Even that one when there was another one that didn't make the cut, but when I was on top of you. But
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't. It's
that was your idea.
No. Tasha said if it was a vacation. It wasn't. It was just it was a collaboration between two models.
Right.
That's all that was. There was no entanglement.
No
right? No entanglement.
What it wasn't?
No, it was. You know what? I'm so you are not gonna get me in trouble today.
Listen, I don't want to get in trouble either.
Do not get exactly. So we gonna keep it
level.
Yeah. Anyways. Anna said, Kavah, what if she's a naturally loud speaker? Because some women are just naturally loud. Like, would you be offended? Like, let's say she's a very passionate woman and she just starts getting loud when you guys are like having a heated discussion.
Still, because if me being a passionate man and a loud man I spoke to a certain kind of way, regardless if it's how I am, there's no excuse for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
For me, not for everybody else, but for me, because that's a justification. Oh, you know how I am. That is just because that's how you are. I don't have to accept that. That's not a reason for me to be disrespectful. Because if my mother doesn't talk to me a certain kind of way, please don't talk to me a certain kind of way. That's how I feel.
Are you okay? So you're okay if I'm yelling at you while you're inside of me?
I don't even like that shit. I'm
really?
Like,
you don't like when she's
screaming? Lower your voice.
Whoa, you
Can you bring it down? Can you bring it down a little bit? Nah, no. But all jokes aside, I definitely feel like I've learned that women, when they use that power, they get their point across. Well, they don't have to yell to get their point across. Because there's a way that y'all speak, and that man to be like a woman can make a man feel like he could fight Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he'd be sitting there, and he'll go do it just because how she made him feel, because how she spoke to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't, that's just my personal, nothing against anyone that's a loud speaker, but I don't raise my voice. So a woman, so I hope that I wouldn't get that same type of treatment in return.
Right. Honey Peer Production said we're messy. We're not messy. We're not messy because we're talking about our shoot, our entanglement session down in Atlanta. Yeah. We're not messy. We just
not at all.
We We just feed off each other. That's all.
Right. That's a good way of saying it. It's
We
the
feed
energy.
off each other.
It's the chemistry. Right.
Right. Charlene says she's a resident Haitian loud girl, but she does believe that you have to meet your partner where they are. So it's easier to take a breath and then address the issue than to get all loud.
I would agree. I would
No,
agree
go ahead.
because I feel like I don't like apologizing.
Aw.
Yeah, so
Aw,
listen.
Kaveh.
No, for real. So I'm really careful on how I speak.
Yeah.
I work with kids, so I have to always watch how I speak. Like I'm always watching how I speak at all times, so I don't have to apologize. You know what I mean? So I would if I'm carrying that torch, I would hope someone would carry it for me. You know what I mean? Talk to me and respect me in that way. If I'm giving it to you, if I'm showing you on my actions, not just talking like, oh yeah, I respect women. Because people type that stuff online all day to make it sound good for likes, but are you actually applying it? And I really try and apply it. I really do.
Yeah.
Really do. So I will want that in return.
I could say like you're really a lot of what you present online is a lot of who you are offline. That's one thing I really like about you. Like you don't put on a show online. What you see online of Kavah is what you get. Like that's who he is, point blank, period.
Yeah,
but
I was told I have to share more. I don't share enough of who
you
Kavah
don't
is.
though.
You too?
I mean,
you too?
I know, no, but I know a lot of people don't know you. Okay. You have your friends that know you, but then a lot of people, your followers, they don't know who Kavah is.
All right, that's fair. I received the instruction. I received it.
Do you feel as a public figure, essentially, you have a following, you have an online presence. What are some misconceptions about you? Like what do you think some things that people might get wrong about you?
That I'm quiet.
Yeah.
I'm not a quiet person.
You're
like
kind of.
Huh?
A little bit. I felt like
I'm an observer. I watch before I speak. Like sometimes if I don't have value to add to something, I won't say anything. I don't just talk sometimes just to talk. Like I want to be able to provide value or a valid perspective on a particular matter. So I'm gonna watch first. 1, 2. What is something that you don't know about me? I like to eat. I'm a fatty for real. But
be careful
really,
how you use that word.
Excuse me. Okay, I don't want, and I don't mean this as offensive or be offensive to anyone, but I was in a space where eating was my comfort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I used to go in. I'm talking about like Philly cheesesteak, 3 pieces of chicken, French fries, Little Debbie Swiss rolls, and a 2-liter ginger ale for dinner, like 1 cent. And I recognize that I calm all that down once I felt better about myself. I was depressed and all that. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation. But that's another thing too. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's it for now.
You said that you're not quiet, but I felt like the first time we met in person, I felt like you were a bit, I don't know, kind of standoffish, kind of.
I'm gonna explain. I explained
to you. Very New York. Very New York.
Let me explain. So upon getting there, I went through a whole lot to get there. So I was frustrated. Like I went through a whole lot to get there. Like they took me to the wrong place twice. So I'm already in a messed up mood. Like, oh, I'm calling people like, oh, go right here. And I'm like, oh. So I was frustrated because of that, because I don't like to be late for my shoots. Like I try and be as punctual as possible.
Right.
For sure. So I was frustrated because of that. It had nothing to do with you or anyone in there. I was just tight because it took me forever to get there.
You loosened up real quick though. You loosened up real quick though. I mean,
I did. I had to knock out some push-ups in the bathroom. Like I had to get that shit. Because I had to get that energy off, man. the energy off, for real.
One last comment on the whole loud talking issue. Ashley says that the woman needs to learn how to speak lower. So she totally agrees with you. She said she's a naturally loud speaker and she's had friends remind her that she's talking loudly. So she worked hard to fix that because she cares.
Oh, that's loud.
Yeah.
And I want to be clear. I want to be clear too. I'm not saying it like that women should be quiet. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it like I don't want to hear you talk, because I do value a different perspective. Like, women have a different set of eyes the same way your man does. So I will listen, you know what I mean, and you know, and taking that opinion. I just want to be clear on that. I don't want to make it sound like I'll be some type of chauvinist or misogynist or anything like that. Like,
no, I understand. I get what you're saying. I mean, everybody has their faults. Everybody has things that they need to work on. But even if you think there's something about you that's just how you are, I feel like when you meet the right person, you will want to find a way to adjust it to make sure that it's not an issue in the relationship.
Yeah, and I think that's fair too, because I don't think that's an excuse. If I grew up being a thief and I keep stealing from you, I can't tell you that's just how I am. You're not going to accept that.
Right.
You know, you're not going to accept
right.
that. Don't come to my house. Don't come around me at all because you're a thief. I don't care if that's how you are. Stay away. You know what I mean? So I think there's some type of accountability that we have to have as adults, man and women alike. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. For sure.
What would you say? Would you say that? Oh, maybe I should ask. I'm gonna ask a direct question. Have you ever been in any entanglements? Like, have you ever been in a situation where you thought it was a relationship, but it really wasn't a relationship?
Absolutely.
Really?
Let me tell you, right? So I was I just broke up with the woman I was with, so I didn't want to get into a relationship that quick. And I was very honest from up front. I was like, yo, look, I just got out of something. If you want to proceed, that's cool, but I'm telling you what time it is off the rip. She was like, oh, I'm cool, I'm with it. So I'm like, lit. I'm like, yo. So she was like, real dark-skinned woman, cake. You know what I'm saying? So I used to go and we used to have fun. You know what I mean? Right. So we had fun. We got it shaken, whatever the case was. So one day she called me, was like, are you still dating? Are you dating other people? And I was like, yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hung up the phone on me. Boom. But I was like, well, I told you, like, from the jump, like, even this was, I felt like it was clear.
Right.
So she see me in the club one time. So I see her back at the same club. We get it shaking. But then I noticed this dude staring at me. And I know that as a man, I know the look that he had because I've had it before.
Right.
So I asked the woman, like, yo, what's up with your man? She dismissed him. I'm like, oh, okay. So long story short, I go back to her house, XYZ the third. She tells me that she's pregnant.
Oh.
So I'm like, but I strapped up every time. Like, but then she looked down. I was like, oh, shit. So not only were you coming at me for dealing with other people, you were dealing with other people too, and you pregnant. And the dude that was grilling at me, that was her man.
That was your man, right?
That was her man. Like, they had a baby, they moved in together. She moved around the corner from me.
Wow.
Yeah, her and the dude worked around the corner from me. And I'm like, what the, I don't want to be a part of this.
Maybe you were just stroking it right. Maybe she liked your stroke.
That's fine, but I don't want to be involved in that because people kill over stuff like that. I've been the other guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a kid on me and all that. It was crazy.
Wow.
Another situation. Yeah, it was crazy. It's nutty. So yeah, I had enough entanglements. Okay, I'm meeting up places, getting ready to fight. And they feeling like, oh yeah, they fighting over me. But me, it's more like a pride thing. You're not gonna come to me and tell me what you're gonna do to me as a man. I'm gonna be like, well, do it. Don't be a liar. Feel me? But she feeling like, oh, they're fighting over me. Oh my gosh. Oh, please don't go hurt him. You having a fucking time of your life getting dick from two people. Okay, fine. Go have your fun. I'm gonna remove myself. I'm gonna step off. So yeah, I've been in a few entanglements. I've been in enough. I've been in enough. People calling my phone, I'm gonna kill you and shit like that. I'm like, bro, who are you? Who are you? Ready to fight me? Like, what? Just the other day, some dude texted me like, oh, he's what he said? Because first of all, this is my friend, like my friend. Me and this young lady. Like, not even like, you know, some guys be like, oh, that's my friend, and they fucking. I'm not fucking her. There's no kiss, no nothing.
There's nothing at all going on.
Nothing at all going on. Nothing at all going on. So then, dude sent me a. Then she texts me a weird, and I know, you know, when you text somebody, you know that's not. It don't sound right.
Right,
so I'm
right.
like, huh? Long story short, it was him acting like it was her, and then delete the message. So the next morning, I said, yo, what the fuck is what was going on yesterday? She said, what? She screenshotted her phone and showed me there was nothing there. I had to screenshot what I had and send it to her.
Your fault.
Because it was her dude acting crazy. I'm like, yo, I don't want to be involved in none of that. No entanglements. See, entanglements is not fun because people get killed for that shit.
Right.
I'm okay. This is not Will and Jado, and they like, oh, I love you even more. No, she might stab you. Listen, when I was bugging, at one point in my life, I was wilding. I'd have been chased with knives from women. All types of stuff. I'd have been like all types of crazy stuff. I'm okay.
You don't want that.
No entanglements for me. I want to be free, liberal. I don't want to be entangled. Like, I'm good. No, no thanks. So I'm good. So about you, have you been in any entanglements?
I'm trying to think. It was more of like you remember the same situation I was talking, like a lot of guys think that a plus size woman can just get it in and just walk away from you. I feel like this one guy got in his feelings because he was just like, how dare you? Like, how dare you not pick up my call when I call you? Or how dare you not answer my text message? And you know what's so crazy is that a couple of years later, he texts me. He's like, oh, I saw you on Instagram. You lost some weight. I just want to let you know that you lost your sexual appeal. You're not sexy anymore. You know, I'm just like, all right, dude. All right. I'm all right. Okay. All right. You still in your feelings.
I love stuff like that. I say thank you. I thank them for watching. I thank them for watching. Like, thank you. Like, out of everybody in this whole world, you're watching me. Thank you. Thank you so much. You lost weight. I get that too. Like, oh, you look better, bigger. Thank you. Thanks for your opinion. It's valued. Period. That's it. Like, I'm good.
I don't know. I don't know. Is that a compliment when somebody says, I don't know what that is? I don't.
To me, I don't care enough. But from certain people, I don't care. I don't have enough in me to care about your perspective on me, especially if we've had a history.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you're in my past, sometimes you're like, whatever, I don't care. Some people, like, you know, you still friends and you value their opinion, so that's different. But some people, I don't care. They just want to talk to try and see if they can rattle you.
Yes, they can rile you up. Yeah, to see if they still have that power. Like,
yes,
I'm like a piss her off.
Yeah, look, now he writing Facebook statuses about me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, oh, fuck out of here, bro. I'm good off that. So I'm not really tripping off that at all. Like, I'm good off that. Like, I don't need that negativity in my life. You know, I'm at a space where I want to protect my peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it brings me peace, I'm gonna protect it. I'm gonna guard it. You know what I mean? So I really believe that because people, I've been in so many stupid situations. People that I never even met saying I was doing this with them and doing that with them, and I'm like, what? You know?
People are accusing you of like doing things with them, even though you don't know these people.
Yeah.
Really.
And and to be honest, as a man being honest, I'm like, yo, you don't have to lie about it. We could at least did it. And then was what we could have did it and then said something. I'll be like, yeah, whatever, I did it. But when it's something you didn't do, it's like, what? Like, what are you talking? You know? So like even when like days like I was when I put my stuff out there, they would make troll pages about me. And this is before blogging and all types of stuff.
Wow.
This is before that. And they'll be like, yeah, Kavah out here, they call me homosexual. all types of
Wow.
stuff. Like they was going in on me. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong being a homosexual. I want to be clear.
Yeah.
If that's your life, that's your life. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, that's you. But don't throw it on me if that's not my lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they going and slandering me, telling me that God's gonna strike me dead, and I'm just like, I don't even know you, man. You know what I'm saying? So I've been there, done that. Protect my peace. No entanglements. I'm good. Straight up. Straight. I know I got a little long-winded on that one, but forgive me. But yeah.
No, it's okay. So just going back through some of the comments, Junadima says it always starts off as clear. When you were talking about with the girl and the condoms, he said the moments the condoms are no longer involved, all that is out the window.
But hold on. In that time in my life,
yeah,
I was insured. Feel me? I was I was protected at all times when we were intimate.
So it couldn't have been yours.
No, it wasn't me. There was even no possibility. Like she would push the issue, and I'd be like, "Whoa, chill. Let me go get the thing."
But what if condoms can break, Kavah?
But they wasn't. If you put them on right, they don't, because they stretch. You could put a condom over a shoe. If you put it on right, you could put it over a hole. You could put it on right over your forearm like this. You could.
Show me how far you putting it on. Trying to show me how far you put it on. Okay. Okay.
I got you.
You must. Yeah, I see that. You're telling me that it could stretch. Okay. I got it. Mel said the pictures didn't look like you were annoyed. She meant the picture with me and you. Because remember how you said you were frustrated?
Nah. Tess let me feel comfortable.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Say that
again.
I
said it. I said you made me feel comfortable because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what you did that made me feel comfortable. You didn't, even though you were a little upset that I was late. Mm-hmm. What you said was like, it's okay, things happen. There was no attitude. You didn't raise your voice or nothing, and you spoke. You use your power, and I was just like, I was comforted from that. I was like, cool, all right, let's work.
He wasn't uncomfortable, Mel. He was very comfortable. He was so close. There are other pictures too. He was so close, Mel. You don't even know.
Is there gonna be a part 2?
I feel like we need to be a part 2. Speaking of that, we're out of time because we've been on here for an hour. So everybody's saying I'm messy. I'm not messy. Are we messy, Kavah? We're not messy.
They say you're messy, not me.
No, but am I messy? Do you think I'm messy? I'm not messy. I'm not messy.
No, you're not messy. I don't think so.
You haven't seen me be messy yet. But anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, any final thought? This was a great episode, by the way. Like we really might have to have a part 2.
I had a lot of fun. First of all, thanks for having me. And I want to shout out to everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. I had a lot of fun, and thanks for having me, Tess. I appreciate it. Miss Tess, excuse me, Miss Tess. Thank you for having me. It's greatly appreciated. And can I get a T-shirt? What's up? Can I get a Chat About Toronto T-shirt? What's up?
Don't worry, these will be available soon. We're coming. Just hold on. I appreciate your support. I've always appreciated your support of my project. So it was an honor to have you on this new venture, which is not quite new, but it's good to finally have you here and to kind of share some of our craziness with people and some of the Chat About Toronto family. We're definitely gonna have to be doing a part 2 because, yeah, I think they like that we're messy.
They like that you're messy, I'm messy.
It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, have a great week, guys. Thanks again for watching this episode of Chat About Toronto. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to share, like, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And we will see you next week.
Thanks for having me once again. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Kavah. I'm just waiting. 1 second. I think we're off now.